Pesachim, Perek Tes, Mishna Tes. Chabura. If you have a group that were joined together for a Karban Pesach, Sha'avad Pischa, and they lost their lamb or goat that was designated to be their Karban Pesach. Va'amra le'echad. The group said to one person, say, go out, uvakesh, and look for the lost animal, ushchot aleinu, and shecht it for us. They appointed him as a shliach. V'halach umatza v'shachat. So he went, he found, and he shechted it. Now he was part of their group. And when he went to look for it, he had in mind that he was going to be with this lamb. Vehem lakchu v'shachtu. Meanwhile, they also took another animal and shechted it because they weren't sure if he had found it or not. So im shalom nishchat rishon, if his was shechted first, since they designated him to shecht for them, they're part of his animal. Hu ochel mishalo, he eats from his animal, the one that he found. Vehem ochlim imo mishalo, and they eat with him from his animal. Ve'im shalahen nishchat rishon, if theirs was shechted first, that shows that when they shechted it, they were using this animal, and they were removing themselves from the other animal. So heim ochlim mishalahen, they eat from their animal. V'hu ochel mishalo, he eats from his animal, because he never had in mind to join on a second animal. V'm'eni adua, and if it's not known, eize mehen nishchat rishon, which was shechted first, o sheshachatu shneim ke'echad, or they were shechted simultaneously, hu ochel mishalo, he could eat from his, v'hem einam ochlim imo, but they can't eat with him, because they don't know which one they're part of. V'shalahen yetzeh lebeis hasreifa, and theirs goes out and gets burnt. It can't be used. Upetura melasus Pesach Sheni, but they're exempt from being Pesach Sheni because it was shechted for them, and the achila is not ma'akev. Amar lahem. Let's say he said to them before he went looking for the animal, Im echarti, if I'm delayed, tzu'u v'shachatu alai, go out and shecht for me. In this case, they never really had in mind to be part of his animal. He's looking for the animal. They're going to get a new animal. And he's telling them, if I'm late, I'd like to join you on the new animal. Halach umatza v'shachat. He went and he actually found it and shechted his. Ve'hen lakchu v'shachtu. So they also took one and shechted it. Im shalahen nishchat rishon. If theirs was shechted first, hein ochlun mishalahen, they eat from theirs. Vu ochel imahen, he eats with them because he joined theirs. Vim shalom nishchat rishon, if his was shechted first, hu ochel mishalo, he eats from his. V'hein ochlun mishalahen, they eat from theirs because they never were part of his animal. Vim eni adua ezmen nishchat rishon, if it's not known which was shechted first, o sheshachtu shneim ke'echad, or they were shechted simultaneously, hein ochlun mishalahen, they eat from theirs. V'hu ein ochel iman, but he can't eat with them. V'shalo yetzeh lebeis hasreifa, his gets burnt, it's puzzle. Upatur melasus Pesach Sheni, he's exempt from Pesach Sheni. Amar lahen va'amru lo, if he said to them and they said to him, which means each one wants to be with the other one, potentially. Ochlin kula min harishon, they all eat from the first one shechted. V'me'eni adua eizmen rishon, if it's not known which was shechted first, shneim yotzim lebeis hasreifa, then they both get burnt, they're puzzle. Lo amar lahen v'lo amru lo. If he didn't say anything to them, they didn't say anything to him, which means he's with his animal, they're with their animal. Einan achroim zeh lazeh, they're not responsible for each other, it doesn't matter which is shechted first. He eats his, they eat theirs.